Guys, we're going for a little walk right now. We got the kids and the double stroller, Diana. Man, this neighborhood is so nice. I was just telling her, like, I honestly feel like I've already died and gone to heaven here. Everyone's so nice and everybody waves and people are out and about and walking and jogging with their dogs, and just feels like a community here. And this house right here, it's got a messed up yard. Their yard needs some serious work. But you guys see this house with the messed up yard? Just went under contract for $825, and we bought ours for $690. So our square footage is the exact same as that house. So I told her this might actually have been my best investment of all time. But you know, I don't know, stuff goes up and it goes down. But the real estate market is really slow and really, you know, matures over time in a traditional way. And Pokemon's more volatile, it's more fun, it's riskier. But yeah, this neighborhood's just super nice. We're going for a little walk and kind of just want to include you guys in on that and this whole experience, so that it's not just hoarded up by us, but it's actually shared by the entire community. And I know people are gonna go by and be like, oh great, there's a YouTuber in the neighborhood now, but that's okay. I have no shame, guys. I have come from a neighborhood that is literally the hood, and my family, everybody knows it. This is an insane upgrade for all of us, and I just feel super lucky to be here, guys. And thank you guys for supporting the YouTube, even though it doesn't really contribute to this lifestyle. I at least get to share all of my experiences and things that I'm going through here. And yeah, it took us a year. It took us a year to find a house, and this neighborhood is absolutely, that guy's driving way too fast. He's driving way too fast. This neighborhood is, I mean, it's impossible to find this in Charlotte. It's damn near impossible. It's impossible to find just affordable housing in Charlotte. But yeah, this is insane, and I still don't know what to make of it. You keep dropping the fruit strips. But yeah, we got the little ones and the double stroller. Diana won this double stroller on Vista Auctions, which is like this cheap place that you can buy stuff. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it. We're gonna make money on this. It's $65, and $65 for a double stroller. Let me tell you, that is a steal, guys. Absolute steal. But I thought we were gonna sell it.
I changed my mind.
What happened?
You know, it became convenient with two kids, you know. She decided she wanted to go in here. This makes my life a little bit easier.
Okay.
It does.
Well, there you have it, guys. No, but we did need a double stroller. I hate admitting it. But yeah, we're adjusting to our new living out here. This is the first walk we've gone on since moving here. We've been here now almost a whole month. So this is the first walk we've gone on, and I know everybody can see me basically. People are like, get out of the way, get off your phone, stop these streamers. Oh, but no, this is a cool neighborhood, because it basically, from what my neighbors told me, there's a golf course. So we're on it right now. Basically, there's the side with the golf course, and then there's like the side that's a little further from the golf course, and it's like the poor side, so to speak. But everybody that we've met so far seems like really middle class here, and everybody just seems to have gotten into this neighborhood a long time ago. This neighborhood was built in 2000, so it's pretty cool that it's held up so well. I mean, you guys can see these houses that we're walking by. I mean, everything here is absolutely pristine. And I keep telling Diana, like, how do people stay on top of their homes like this? Like, maybe it's just the fact that where we lived before, there were a lot of trees around our house, and leaves falling and stuff like that. Whereas here, everything is just ticky-tacky and perfect. And that's something that I've always like judged. I've been like, nah, I never want to be that person that lives in a ticky-tacky neighborhood like this. But Diana actually is the one who convinced me to move into this neighborhood. I wasn't really about it. But here we are now, and now I'm like, you know what? If you're ever wondering, like, would I like something like this? I gotta tell you, even my parents, and they're super skeptical of me moving to a neighborhood like this. Even they came here and are like, God, this place is so relaxing. So it's been a nice change of pace for the whole family, and I'm excited about having people over and so forth. Letting everybody in the neighborhood know that I'm your local neighborhood Pokemon guy. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys a little bit.
Oh man, guys, good morning. I hope you guys are having a better day than I am having. I want to talk about a scam on eBay that I think people are going to be using a lot more. I don't know if it'll resolve itself. Things won't end up being so catastrophic, but this is another issue with selling sealed product, particularly on eBay, is if the buyer gets your product, claims it's damages it themselves, or even wants to do a switcheroo and send you back a different box, there's nothing stopping them. eBay will accept the return claim, and then I'm screwed out of a product. I get this damaged, destroyed box back, which has just happened to me. Last week, I sold a Brilliant Stars booster box, and basically what had happened was the buyer tried to basically hustle me for some kind of partial refund. They're like, what can we do about this? There's some slight issues with the box. And I've been shipping out a lot of boxes. I've been selling booster boxes for quite some time on eBay. Never had any issues. I've had issues with sending out sealed products in general with these type of claims that, you know, the box got damaged, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I have one rule when I ship and sell stuff on eBay. The nicer, more expensive items, I always ship them out, especially any kind of boxes. I always ship them out in a rigid box, wrapped in bubble wrap, all right? So that there's no possible way that they could get damaged, okay? So I tell them, like, look, I don't do any kind of partial refunds. If you're unhappy with the box, I understand they're not all perfect. Sometimes they have, you know, minor imperfections and flaws. But if you're really unhappy with it, just send it back because I would rather have a happy customer than try and get one over on anybody, right? So what happens is they say, fine, I'll just send it back. And then they sent me all these pictures that they did not previously show me. They waited till I basically said, just send it back. I don't do partial refunds. Then they sent me the pictures. The box is like wrecked. The box is like destroyed. So it's got tears. It's got all these holes that weren't there. And it honestly looks like it's man-made. It looks like it's created. So I call BS. I call eBay to see what they can do. And they say they're going to try and help me. We'll see what happens. But here's what I think is going to happen. In the past, if I don't get the item back in the same condition, usually eBay steps in, I keep the item, they get their refund, but I keep the original amount of money I made and I keep the item that I sold. But in this case, item received damaged, I guess damaged in shipping or something like that. The type of case that it is, I think, is keeping eBay from being able to basically tell me that they can step in. So I'm kind of screwed here. And I think you guys know, like, when you sell sealed product, if it is not in perfect condition, basically, right? And this is the problem with booster boxes because they're almost like, they're not supposed to be in perfect condition. They're boxes that have a shrink wrap around them. They're not supposed to be perfect. People are looking for the perfect, flawless boxes. But even some of my boxes straight out of the case have damage to them, right? I have a whole Lost Origin case where the tops of the boxes are pressed in just slightly. So basically, like, nothing is like quite perfect that I've sold, but I've never had any issues with it. And in this case, the box is like beyond the condition that I even recognize. So it feels like something weird is going on. So eBay basically is like, because of this type of case, there's nothing we can do, but just let us know when you get everything back. And I'm like, it doesn't matter that I'm getting it back. It's damaged beyond like belief. Like, I can't sell this again. I'll probably just have to open it on a stream or something, because I'm not going to try and sell a Brilliant Stars box and take 300, 400 for it when it has a tear in it, right? Maybe some of you will say, oh, dude, just ask 20 to 50 bucks below market. But doesn't that seem ridiculous just because the plastic has a tear in it or something like that? So I'll probably open it or something like that on stream. But my point is, this is one of the shitty aspects of selling sealed product. Now, in contrast, when you sell a slab, right, and it goes through authentication, once that card goes through authentication, there is nothing that buyer can do, right? You've done your part, you've sold the item, it's gone through authentication, and I empathize for buyers. I've been one. Before I was selling on eBay, I was a longtime buyer and collector. So I understand both perspectives and I want everybody to be happy. But what I don't want is to get totally screwed when I'm the one who's taking the risk sitting on this stuff. When I'm the one who's taking time out of my day to ship it, sell it. When I'm the one that has to provide a return label that comes out of pocket. I think it's really ridiculous, and I think this is a scam that could definitely be taken advantage of. And I wonder if other sellers have dealt with this when they sell sealed product. And it's got me actually rethinking whether I even want to sell sealed. Okay, Cleo, get in here. Cleo. Okay, my dog Cleo, our tiny little Maltese, she just came upstairs. I gotta make sure she's not up here. She's not supposed to be up here. Is Cleo down there? Oh, crap. We didn't have the doggy gate closed. We don't want the dogs up here peeing and stuff. Anyways, it's a worry, it's a concern that I have for other sellers and for people that want to get into sealed investing and they want to make a bunch of money. Well, how would you feel if the Destin Rivals that you bought for $350, you sent out to someone and they return it and it's destroyed? How would you feel about that? You don't have to deal with that when it comes to slabs. Once it goes through authentication, your PSA graded cards, they're gone. You don't have to deal with anything. And that is, I love that eBay put in place that authenticity guarantee program and process, because it really protects a lot of sellers from a lot of bullshit. In other news, we have some cool information, some new updates about the TCG. We have some UPCs that have been leaked. There's a Mega Charizard UPC, a Mega Venusaur UPC, but potentially. Also, there's a rumor going around. I don't know how legit it's going to be, but I can tell you right now, a Mega Charizard UPC is going to be really hot. Any Charizard UPC in the past has been really hot. So I think we can basically assume that it's going to be absolute pandemonium. It's going to be crazy when that type of box comes out. And people are also speculating, is it going to be that new leaked Mega Charizard art? Is that what's going to be in the UPC? Are we going to get that card? Is it going to be stamped? Is Pokemon going to put its foot down and show us, hey, we're just stamping the best cards. We're just doing whatever. From yesterday's video, we can already see the negative impact that stamping these SIRs has on the market. The Moltres is dumping right now. So I honestly didn't really see that coming. And I think if you like the Moltres, now is a really good time to buy that card because it's dumping kind of for the wrong reasons. But that is the effect that it has on the market short term. So hopefully we don't get that insane Charizard artwork that we saw with the whole evolution line, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Mega Charizard above all three of them. Hopefully that card does not get some kind of stamp, because if it got some kind of stamp, that would be bad news for the market. But I think it would be cool that we all have access to that card through the UPC. So I don't know what you guys think. Would it be the worst thing in the world, if you could get the card through the UPC? That would be pretty cool. Versus, it's going to end up being $400, $500, $600, $700 for a raw Charizard card that is like one of the hottest Charizard cards we've had in a long time. And then it's just going to be hard for any of us to get our hands on it. And it's going to be hard for any of us to get our hands on gradable copies to get a PSA 10. So I feel like a lot of people are just going to shell out a ton of money for that card in a PSA 10. So there's part of me that's actually kind of advocating for these stamped cards, and maybe they could be good for the market. Maybe it could be a good purge for the hobby, to really bring these prices back down and give collectors a stab at these cards, whether they're buying the original SIR that the price is dumped on, or whether they're buying the stamped version that I'm assuming will be much cheaper. I think it's cool that we have that we have this new gimmick. I don't know how I feel about it. In other news, there's also rumors that the Trick or Trade packs, we're going to get some Trick or Trade packs this year. Halloween, October is right around the corner. And I think there's a rumor that the Chinese exclusive Pikachu Gengar card that everyone's going crazy nuts for, I think there's a rumor that that card will somehow be featured in the English Trick or Trade packs. Now, is this going to be like mind-blowing? Is this going to be a big deal for Trick or Trade packs? Personally, Trick or Trade packs have never been a big deal. It's never been, in my opinion, seen as like an investment. It's never even been seen as like a good collectible. I think the Trick or Trade packs are just a cool gimmick for Halloween, for collectors really to spread the love in a different way. Instead of giving out candy, you throw Trick or Trade packs in people's goodie bags. That's a fun ass way to enjoy Halloween and spread the love for the TCG. And I think that's what Trick or Trade was meant to be. But there's a chance that when these new Trick or Trade packs come out, they'll have this Pikachu Gengar card. It'll be like a top chase card, and it'll be harder to get. I don't know. I think people like to spread whatever information they can about the hobby to keep it spicy. Me personally, what do I think? I think that the Chinese exclusive Pikachu Gengar is going to stay Chinese exclusive. I think Pokemon is smart enough to know now that certain cards are better off left exclusive in a certain language. It's how they've been doing things. If we had gotten a lot of Japanese exclusive cards in English and Chinese exclusive cards in English, I would have a different opinion. But usually when a card that big comes out and it's in another language, it's going to stay exclusive to that language. So if you really want the Pikachu Gengar, I recommend you go ahead and get after it and try to find that card. Either you could open up product and you could try and pull the card yourself, or you could buy a raw copy, or you could just buy it in PSA 10 or PSA 9, whichever. But I don't think that card is honestly going to end up being in the Trick or Trade packs. And if it is, I have a feeling it's just not going to be worth much. Because, historically the Trick or Trade pack cards aren't really worth that much. They're kind of just, people give them out at the conventions too, as like freebies. So we'll see. I'm actually curious what's going on with the Gengar that was in the old Trick or Trade packs. I wonder if that Gengar has gone up in price at all. And if there's started to be an appreciation for the Trick or Trade cards. Because I could be wrong. The market for Trick or Trade cards could have gone up a bit. They could be spicier now that the hobby has gotten more popular and there's more people in it. Let me know what you guys think of Trick or Trade packs. Are they boof? Are they mid? Or are they kind of cool? Is it a nice thing that they added in the hobby for Halloween time for the kids? Let me know if you think that this Pikachu Gengar is actually maybe going to be featured in the latest Trick or Trade set. And let me know what you think about the Mega UPC boxes. Is this something that you are going to be running out to the store to grab? Or do you feel like it's another product they're pumping out? It'll be just like the Moltres UPC, and it's another thing that I just don't need. And then let me know if you resonate with the whole eBay thing that I'm dealing with. Is everything going to be okay? Am I overthinking it? Or is this the reality of selling on eBay, that I have to keep in mind that there are people that are going to make my life harder? And, that's not going to be everybody, but it's going to be one in every, 100, 200 people, or in this case, hundreds of sales. I've had my first person send something back, not at all in the condition it was when I sent it out. But anyways, I'm just venting today. I appreciate you guys. I would have liked to focus purely on a different type of content, but it really ruffled my feathers that I had that eBay return last night. And, we had a good stream. I appreciate everybody that came out to the stream. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait for next week's stream. And I'll tune in with you guys tomorrow, and peace out. Have an amazing day, everybody.